Welcome back. We are here for the Between Secrets in Lavender, episode 13. Just wanted to clarify like a mechanics thing. So, if you decide to do a vulnerable move, okay, you can do a vulnerable move with each other. The way it's changed, just to remind you, because I don't think it's changed completely in the Keeper as of yet, you do a vulnerable move. The person whose vice it is can talk freely about their past. All right. So that changes. So you don't get that whole at the end, like, the other person can ask them about their past. No, no, no. The person whose vice it is can talk freely about their past throughout the vulnerable move. And then at the very end of the vulnerable move, the mechanic is you both or the whole table can create a clue towards the threat that they want to apply it to, okay? Or you can enact a vulnerable move with an NPC, a side character, but it incurs the day move if you do so. So just keep that in mind.
So the opportunity to remove either two conditions or a condition and a clue. When you have a vulnerable move, you're always going to clear a condition.
Yes.
But then after that, you can choose to have a vulnerable move with an NPC, which would remove another condition, or you generate a clue.
Yes, but I mean, like, they're saying that you as a character can only do one vulnerable move per phase.
Okay.
Okay. So the implication being that's like conceivably you could try to have a vulnerable move, like say during night phase, as exciting as that is, but yeah,
Okay.
just kind of like just trying to encourage you guys to have vulnerable moves with each other, because if you do it with a side character, it could incur more risk. So yeah, I invite anyone who has any outstanding masks to relate the prompt and then go ahead and narrate.
Yes, that would be me. I don't know, am I the only one? Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Narrate a flashback to your young adulthood that shows a time when you and your supernatural affinities, when you used your supernatural affinities for selfish purposes. And I think this is, we saw Mordecai or Gabriel in college. This is probably 2 or 3 years later, maybe still in college, but running around with some other people. Um, and they're not super impressed with him. You can see that, like, you don't even have the latest scarf. Go on, go away. And Gabriel's like, damn it. And then he walks, and I think there is a shop, and in that shop window there is a suit, like a really nice suit, something that Felix would wear. And he looks around, nobody's there, it's dark. So calls on the entities to help him to overcome a barrier. And next time you see him, he has not only that suit, he also has a very fancy scarf wherever he got that. You're muted, Mads.
So, I'm just laughing because it's like I didn't suspect that Mordecai was like such a fashion maven beforehand.
That
Okay.
was more about connection with these people, but
Mm.
I
Oh,
mean, he's changed from back then, right? I mean, he still
yeah.
steals his clothes, but with more sophistication.
Wow. Oh my God.
But he's
Does
not rich or anything. Like all the money he had, well, he is, but the money he has is stolen, all of it.
Amazing. I love this. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay. With that, where did we leave off? Let's see. Uh, People had some weirdness in the kitchen, discussing over breakfast, some curses and some strangeness during the nighttime. Nora misunderstood a situation, which yeah, and then Felix has been out and about. So yeah, would like to know what people want to do for the day phase.
mm,
And if Felix, if you want to meet up with one of your fellow hunters, for a vulnerable move, then you totally can do so if you
yeah,
want.
that
You just
that'd
have
be
to figure out
nice.
where and who.
Uh, Probably catch up with Mordecai.
Yeah. I have two things I want to do. A, I want to talk to Felix. I'm sorry, Chris. Mordecai would have a
No, I
vote,
get
and it
it.
still was Mordecai, but there's a setup here that works for Felix and wouldn't work for you. And before he does that, he wants to go to the seamstress quarters and find some really nice gloves for Felix, because Felix told him that he owed them him. And well, okay, Mordecai doesn't exactly think so, but I I don't think Felix would expect him to get him actually some gloves in that. And I mean, anything to throw Felix a little, right?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, since Felix was away for the last full session that we had, we need to have you fill in a personal quarters item for our new character, Mr. Wright.
Which
Uh,
they are on the Moon Dancer.
mhm. I looked over them, and the item that I would like to bestow onto the Wrights is a well-worn almanac with a symbol of Janus on the cover. With a bunch of tabs and notes written in the margins. Just real deep conspiratorial. Somebody has been studying this thing really well.
I love that. I love that as a pair off to the horoscope with no Gemini.
Mm-hmm. I see you.
And of course, as always, you have you have adjustment power over any of the items when you get them. So, yeah, if you wanted to tweak a little, you totally can. Oh, and then I wanted to also give, because I realized when I did a rewatch of the last episode, I realized that I forgot to say you could add this to your personal quarters, Mordecai. You said that you had borrowed, borrowed some cufflinks from Felix's room.
Yes,
You could
I have.
totally put them in your personal quarters.
Oh, Felix, what do they symbolize?
They were no. You said specifically there was like
Oh,
a
okay.
heart, and an
Oh,
eagle.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. These ones.
These
Okay.
ones.
Yes,
So
I
yeah,
have them. Thank you, Felix.
Of
So
course.
kind.
Yeah, I'm generous. I'm kind. I give when asked.
Of
No
course you
cost
do.
whatsoever.
No, of course not. I mean, you just have to look at your face and know that you're a generous and kind person.
yeah. Sorry, I'm getting my Taggart voice in there, and I really shouldn't. Sorry. So, that's what Felix and Mordecai are kind of doing, I guess. Like, well, I mean, before you can do the vulnerable move, I suppose, Felix. I mean, like, what do you want to do before Mordecai meets up with you?
Go and catch up back at Hargrave House. I've been dealing with the police and setting up that
Oh, that's
special
true.
investigation unit.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Well, you were gone all night, so I mean, like, like were you saying, like you're carousing and like finally home?
carousing. I'm having people worship the ground I walk on. Like
That's
Lady.
carousing.
True. Okay, fair enough. Lady Winifred was a wonderful host, but now I'm going back to Hargrave House, and I expect Nora will be there to give me any juicy details of things that I missed.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do we want to conveniently have Mr. Wright,
Of
Acheron?
course. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, it is Acheron.
So
I need
it's
to rename.
so it's morning, I imagine, Mads?
Yes, it's still morning. Like, everybody had breakfast. Oh, and Constable Short is still in the house. Like, she hasn't.
Still?
Hey, he's still recovering. He hasn't quite had his. He's in the middle of having breakfast. All right?
Okay, he's up and moving. We don't
He's
just
up and
have
moving.
like this shriveled
No,
old
no.
nearly
But
dead
he
guy.
he does look pretty, like he still looks pretty drawn and older than he did. So yeah, but he's up. He's getting ready to, like, get dressed and get going. But man, he's a wreck. Um, but yeah, Nora will come down. Like, if you come waltzing in, it's like Nora will come down and see you. Oh, Mr. Ocasio.
give her my commissioner's coat.
Uh,
Nora, lovely.
um,
Is the house cleaned up?
I'm not the servant to clean it. I merely assist with Mr. Lawrence's magical experiments.
Oh, well, then you can drop that jacket wherever. I'm sure someone will pick it up.
Certainly. Um, I should let you know we have a new uh, boarder? Inmate? I'm not sure exactly. A Mr. Acheron Wright.
What an interesting name.
Yes, but there's something else.
Quite. Go over to the kitchen.
And she's kind of uncomfortable, and she starts getting that blush to her face again. In case you didn't see it, I put a picture of Nora in the records.
Felix will pick up on this and turn around. Are you enamored with Mr. Wright?
No.
Did you see Mr. Wright commit a murder? What?
No, it's just something. Miss Fletcher wasn't in her room last night.
As is wont for a hunter of Hargrave House to go out into the night.
She was in Mr. Wright's room.
Oh. Go on.
It looked like she was on the floor, wrapped up in all the bedclothes. That's all I saw. But I thought it was odd. She is with Mr. Lansing, isn't she?
I mean, they're not sworn to each other or anything, Nora. And he did recently lose his station. I didn't think that Ellie was the type to care about that sort of thing, but she does value her independence. It's what makes her beautiful.
Yes. I didn't say anything to Mr. Lansing when he had come by. And he went back to Mrs. Pemberton Potts. Miss Fletcher wasn't up yet.
Why don't you keep this between us then, Nora?
Certainly.
And we'll see where it goes. It seems like as close as they were, they're starting to grow apart. It's a dangerous place to be for each of them individually.
It's a dangerous place all around, Mr. Ocasio.
That is Hargrave House. Now come, help me get some tea or coffee or whatever else we have going on about here.
Yes, there's like still coffee going, and then there's like some tea available still from where she's refreshed from, getting some ready for everybody and Constable Short.
Who's there eating breakfast at my table?
Yes. Well, I mean, like, he's gotten up a little bit. I mean, like, he's finished eating breakfast, like where Nora brought it, because yeah, there was like some ruckus last night, which she doesn't necessarily mention. So.
Constable Short? Up and moving, no longer a piece of furniture.
Yes, no longer a piece of furniture. Although, what the devil had happened to me, I have no idea.
Enter Hargrave House at your own risk, Constable.
And this is what Lansing was involved in?
Not specifically. Thank you, Nora, as I'll take a cup from her. But something similar. And now that you've crossed the threshold and paid more of a price than he did, you're really in the thick of it, aren't you, Constable?
I don't know whether they're going to consider me capable.
Why?
I looked at myself in the glass this morning. Yeah, I bet Gru's going to wonder even who I am, looking so aged.
Hmm. And you don't see this as an opportunity?
For what?
You have a new face. You have all the experience that you've lived through. It sounds like you simply need a hand up, Short.
To what?
Whatever you want. What's important to you? Is it still pursuing Lansing?
I merely want to earn his respect.
Well, you've already crossed the threshold. It seems like you just need a chance to prove yourself.
How?
I will pull up a pen and I will write a letter of introduction to one Lady Winifred Wheatley Grainsworth on behalf of Constable Short, recommending him to join a particular task force in the police. No longer will you walk street corners, fighting off petty pickpockets.
What shall I do? What can I do for you? For this?
Ah, there it is. Simply recognize that everything that is good in the world comes from me. You will work in close proximity with Lansing. You will fight the darkness. You will earn accolades beyond your wildest dreams. You will live comfortably when you're not out in the street fighting for Her Majesty. And you will realize that all these good gifts come from me.
His eyes get glassy and shiny, like as if he's going to get teared up, but he holds it in. But there's just this smile building on his face, like he's amazed and he is completely, you know, enamored. He will actually, like, come off of his chair and will, if you allow it, he'll grasp your hand and, like, rub his cheek against it, like in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you.
And I will turn that hand to grab his face. And there will be a price, Constable. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. But I want you to enjoy this for as long as you can.
Yes.
And I'll release him.
Yes. Yes.
Now go and make your introductions after cleaning yourself up. Nora can let you into my room to acquire whatever clothing, uniforms, whatever you need.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, like he's just falling all over words, just like, saying all the thank yous and gratitude and all this kind of stuff as he rushes out. And Nora will kind of give you a bit of a curious, speculative look. She won't
And
say anything, but
she'll see that Felix is a little disappointed.
she'll just kind of like look away and then just kind of follow uh, Constable Short to your room.
Is this where Acheron shows up?
Oh, was I supposed to show up?
If you want to. Haven't had a formal opportunity to meet. Otherwise, we can shift the spotlight over to Mordecai visiting the spider seamstress.
Yeah, I mean, like let's switch over to Mordecai while you two figure out where you want to meet in Hargrave House. Um, so Mordecai, you are on your way to the shop. Hold on, I believe it's in Savile Row. Let me take a little look here. Yep. Vibrant, bustling storefronts, tailors laboring by lamplight, relentless displays of luxury and excess. As you're walking down this street, they say a perfect fit makes you feel like a new person. How do the wares on display tempt you to reinvent yourself, even assume a new identity? This is for paint the scene for everyone. They say a perfect fit makes you feel like a new person. How do the wares on display tempt you to reinvent yourself, even assume a new identity?
What's that phrase that they use for kind of a messy put together sort of thing? Do you know what I mean? Where it's that feeling of, oh, I just woke up this way, where you're kind of disheveled but still stylish.
Oh God.
Do you know what I mean though?
I
I
do know. I know exactly what you mean.
yeah.
I There is a name for it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not coming to me.
So
Yeah.
one of the storefronts kind of presents the Victorian equivalent of that, where no longer do you need to be stuffy and like everything is ruler perfect. You can be free, you can be a little bit more casual but still stylish, but still proper and presentable and enviable. um at least that's how the shopkeepers are pitching it. Honestly, they just didn't arrange their storefront very well, and they're just upselling it as much as they can.
I'll add to that a little bit and say it's like it's the windswept look. Look as if you
Yes.
are look as if you are just fresh from the moors. And like it just has
And
this
there and
display.
there's just this shopkeep that's like on the street hawking this to this very prim and proper, like, oh well, I'm not sure about that. No, please, the windswept look is in. You want to catch that
Absolutely.
gentleman's eye?
For sure. For sure. Absolutely. And feel free to put these notes in the records tab under Savile Row. But what else?
I think there's a shop that sells watches,
Ooh.
like the kind of upscale watches mostly, but also some for the, let's say, economically challenged
Mm-hmm.
people, which would be the peer who doesn't have a lot of money but wants to impress people
Sure.
with a shiny watch,
Mm-hmm.
wherever
Mm.
that came from. But they are very good at presenting them, like lighting there, and they like lie on these silk scarves, making them look so desirable. They also have a very small selection of ladies' watches. I think it's basically make yourself look like the lord that you are inside.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Mm. I think there is a shoe shop that promises they'll never scuff, they'll never tarnish, and you can see uh just through the window, sort of. There's a work there. There's the storefront, which is racks and upon racks of pairs of shoes, and there's a door open and lit, sort of just off center in frame. There is a light coming through a door as we see someone just completely ripping apart a pair of black leather shoes, and as the camera lingers on that, we see our shoemaker look out and suggest perhaps something else could be repaired. Perhaps you're not the only one who could. Perhaps shoes are not the only thing that could be made completely new.
All right. So, yeah, I think like on Savile Row, I mean, like, you're entering her particular storefront. Um, and it's daytime still, so it's like, it's brightly lit like everybody else's. And it's, you know, got her wares. There are different things on display here. They're nice. They're really fashionable. They're unique in their own way, but like nothing that kind of gives you the impression of like, what true skill she shows off. So you're wondering whether this is just like what she just shows the masses, but then like her real special stuff is like kept elsewhere, at least for now.
I will be very polite and look at the gloves on display,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll look at this, look at that, say no, no, sorry, this is not, no. And I will say, I'm sorry. I was looking for something very special for a very special friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I see. And like there's a, kind of a straight-laced woman who comes up and will serve you. Exactly what did you have in mind?
That's the thing. I don't really know. He is a very high fashion person. I am more of the conservative sort, as you can probably see. So I'm looking for something that will shine.
Shine, you say? Hmm.
Not that he particularly needs that, but
Ah, an individual who stands out on his own, you say?
oh yes, yes,
Let me
very much so.
see. Let me see if we have something in the back that might suit your friend.
Huh. Yes, thank you. And while she's gone, I will look about the shop. I won't strip search. It's not the right word. I won't deep search. Whatever the word is. The room.
Search is completely different.
Yeah, I know. But you know what I mean. I won't be
Yeah.
very aggressive, but I will look around, see if I can find anything occulty,
Okay.
anything that tells me there's magic at
So
play or
so
something like that.
basically, yeah, if you're gonna go doing an information move,
Mhm.
it's like if you're gonna
Yeah.
do more like occulty type of searching,
Mhm. Yeah.
you could reach out your occult feelers, and we call that
Yeah.
using sensitivity.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, please a roll with your
Yeah.
sensitivity.
Um,
Um,
let me check my quarters. There we go. No, I don't think that is. No, I don't think I want to toot an ivory hunting horn. That might be a little weird here. Okay. I make my roll. There's a 7. I what for whatever reason I had. Oh, plus 2. I had an 8.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Info move with an 8. Okay. So you look among the what is it? The different pieces that are hung on the mannequins, like they're the usual like regular dresses that just need to be tailored to whomever they end up going to. There's unique patterns to them. There's like a regular silks and everything. And then she has some certain items that are actually laid out on a table, and also um, behind glass, like in a glass case, right? Um, Probably more expensive, more valuable items. Um, and when you actually take a really good peek, you feel like you get like a tingle, like a sense in the case. And then when you take a look, as you're waiting for that woman to come back with something special for Felix, you see a crimson silk vest.
Oh. Hmm.
It looks like it's hiding. Like the woman didn't say anything about it. You're just seeing it sort of peeking
Mhm.
underneath like something else. It's a crimson silk vest, and the vest looks like it has a lining in it, and the lining is thorns. When the woman comes out, as you're looking at it, you can almost like see the glow. I mean, it's to your vision only. You can see the
Mhm.
glow of it behind the glass. The woman comes back out and says, "Hmm, I can see that you are perusing one of our special items.
Yes, it is quite a lovely color.
There is actually a matching set of gloves."
Oh.
Here they
Wow.
are. The matching gloves
Hmm.
bear tiny, near invisible hooks across the palms and the fingers.
Okay.
And that is the clue.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
she's looking at you. She's looking at you intently.
but you would sell these with the vest, right?
Oh, yes, they come as a set.
Oh, that might be a little bit too much for my friend, but for myself,
Would
I
you
feel very intrigued.
would you say that it would be a deal as she gets closer to you? Would you say it's a deal if you bought the vest for yourself and the gloves for your friend?
Oh no, I will have to think about that.
Certainly. In
But
fact,
I would like to acquire both of these things.
in fact, why don't you bring your friend by? Have them try it
It's
on.
it's a surprise,
Ah, the best kind.
right? But that means that I have to take them with me. I'm counter offer. I will take another pair of gloves, fancy gloves, lots of stitching for my friend, and later on we'll both come back. But put these under my name. I will buy them if whether he likes them or not. I like that vest.
Certainly. What? And she gets really close to you as she puts her lips like almost close to your ear. What name shall I put them under?
I think Mordecai will take a step back because he does not like to be touched by this weird lady. Um, Ocasio, Felix Ocasio.
And she writes down very deliberately in a book, Felix Ocasio. Is that the name of your friend or yourself?
Yes.
Her smile is wide.
Mother.
She
That is a very odd expression actually on Mordecai's face. Not usually into smiling.
and you could just tell me whether it is possible. This woman looking into Mordecai's eyes, he is infatuated or mesmerized?
Mesmerized.
Mesmerized is your condition.
Yes, that's okay.
That's...
Might be infatuated with the vest, but not with the woman. But you might be mesmerized by her, sure.
Yep. Not a problem. All right. So back to Hargrave House. As Nora, shows Constable Short back up to Felix's room to grab whatever the hell, he needs to grab for his new position somewhere. Yes. Where does, yeah.
Yeah. Your vice or mine, I guess, Chris.
Well, I don't have any conditions at all.
Okay. I'm feeling pretty vulnerable though. So how about we meet on there's that upper landing where we were having the language classes, right, Mads?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Felix is probably there, just people watching and writing on a small pad when Acheron approaches. Maybe makes introductions. Would Acheron do that?
I think so.
This is an
Okay.
upper
think he would
balcony
have
that
to.
looks out onto the street. Yeah.
Out onto the street, clearly in view of all the other people. So maybe a couple of people are looking up and wondering who lives in that really fancy house.
Doesn't look like anything to me. So yeah, I guess Acheron will, stand in the doorway on the balcony and kind of clear his throat just right.
Yes, you may approach.
Oh, may I?
That's a new voice. Are you the new boarder that Nora mentioned?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Well, take a seat. I'm just taking part in a little game. A good warm up for the day.
Forgive me, you've have me at something of a disadvantage. No one's mentioned you at all.
Oh, very well. I am Felix Ocasio. Oh, you need a bit more. Walking God, Bandit King, Reformed. What else? Patron of the arts of gamblers all over, and general handsome man about town.
The
Who
lot
might
for
you be?
one man to be.
Wait. What is Felix dressed as? I just want to know. I forgot to
um,
ask.
what today? Felix Ocasio is wearing something that's barely put together. It's his typical well-fitting peasant garb. The the oh, what was it? Perfectly tailored corduroy trousers. His jewelry is well made but understated. Um, yeah,
Okay.
still looks like a young Bruce Campbell with a thick mustache.
Okay.
The mind reels at the idea. Like somehow I cannot imagine Bruce Campbell with a mustache.
Go ahead and check the character keeper. He's there.
I don't know if I want to do this now.
But I've made my introductions. So who might you be?
Acheron Wright. New border. No one in particular.
You have to be
I,
somebody. Otherwise, you
not
wouldn't be at
anymore.
Hargrave House. Hmm. Well, who were you before?
That's a complicated question. Oh my god, that is Bruce Campbell. My brain just didn't. I, again, the two ideas are so completely incompatible. That looks nothing like him until I really look at it. I'm so sorry.
Well,
Forgive me if I'd rather not say.
that's fair enough. Take a seat. Play game with me, at least.
Sure. People watching?
Of a sort. What you do, there's a pothole in the street over there, and you pick one person who's going across the traffic and see who is going to fall into that hole first.
Oh. Hmm. Quite the interesting game.
Mm-hmm. I've seen at least 3 carriages disrailed by it, and at least 1 meet cute.
In the pothole?
Caused by the pothole. There are a lot of people in London that are
Oh,
seeking
I
for
see what you. Right,
opportunities to
yes, in the
make
carriage, of
connection.
course.
Yes, people are looking to make connection. And usually, one small opportunity is all they need to make that happen. There have also been
I
a couple of burglaries as well, but that's less interesting.
caused by the pot. So you're doing this late at night as well.
No, of course not. But if I did happen to find a loose cobblestone and I will pat the large rock that's on the table, and I happen to bring it back into Hargrave House just to see how the morning turns out, I'll be sure that it's put back later.
I I appreciate someone with the ability to make their own fun.
It's the most that I can do now. I'm in the thick of it, aren't I? Back in
I don't
London.
know. Are you? You seem to be reformed and the patron of gamblers? That seems far more entertaining than a pothole.
It's not what it used to be. Everybody wants something, Acheron. Everybody is trying to fill in whatever that hole is, and they some people take drink, some people take wealth, A lot of people take the material things and they don't really realize that it's vapid, it's nothing, it's empty. But they pursue it nonetheless. And they just need a chance to grasp
Last person to tell me that was trying to sell me something.
it. And maybe I am Acheron.
I don't think you don't strike me as someone who would trouble themselves with a material product. You're not selling snake oil, you're selling that charming smile of yours. Believe me, I know the type.
Hmm. Well, you have cut right to the quick, sir. You have seen right through me and my visage. And so I have to ask, what makes you beautiful?
Sorry?
What makes you beautiful, Acheron? What gets you up in the morning? What makes life worth living? What's that thing that you would give up anything in the world to protect?
At the minute, I don't think I have an answer.
I would wager, but that by the end of your time at Hargrave House, you will have one.
So it's your house then? Is that what you're selling?
I'm selling you an opportunity to be satisfied with your life, Acheron. Might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but there will come a time where you will need that hand up off the ground, and I will be there extending a friendly hand, offering you a
Hmm.
chance at a new day.
Sorry, you don't. Inside joke.
I do so hope that one day you'll tell me about it.
Oh, you'll learn soon enough. Ask me again tonight.
Fair. Now, pick one of these pedestrians and see which one is going to fall in the hole next.
Mm, that one. The man in the pinstripe tailcoat with the hat and the monocle.
Ooh, good choice. He's using a cane. Usually that means that he'll fall in the hole.
No, see, people with canes are usually more cautious around this sort of thing. He, however, is new to it. You can tell. Just look at him. Look, he's not leaning on the cane like one would if they were accustomed to it. He's still trying to
Oh,
walk in step
oh,
with the other foot.
interesting. And then Mads, I think Acheron and Felix are gonna kind of pick out at different parts of the pedestrians, and we'll find that Acheron probably wins the game.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Is Felix pleased or a little bit miffed by this?
Pleased.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously, Acheron doesn't have any conditions at the moment, but what about Felix? Does he feel like he's staved off his consequences from being beautiful?
I think so, because Acheron isn't really impacted by it at all. Like, Felix is just here being everything, and Acheron's like, yeah, okay, cool, sure. I think it doesn't feel like there's somebody who's here just to look at the pretty thing behind the glass.
Exactly. Exactly. Love that.
And then a clue.
Yes. So you guys can come up with a clue between yourselves, and then decide. Since it's at Hargrave House, you can just decide like what threat you want to apply it to. You know,
Okay.
you have. Let's just before we go on break, let me just review the threats you have on tap. You have Coven, which has the one question and one question only. When and where will the final step of the grand ritual take place? You have 3 night phases left to try and get this resolved on a 6 complexity, and you have 7 clues available to you to figure this shit out. Spider Silk Seamstress only has one clue. Excuse me. Why does it say 2 clues on the board? That's weird. Um, I only see one. Um,
It should only It was introduced. Oh no, that's Greenwich was introduced last time, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why it's saying 2. But anyway, it's supposed to be 1 clue available to you on it depends on how you want to solve it. So you can solve it either by 4, a 6, or an 8 complexity. Just to have to decide what kind of resolution you want for Spider Silk Seamstress. Okay.
Mhm.
And then Meantimes in Greenwich was introduced last time. And there's 2 ways that you could try and resolve it, a complexity 4 or a complexity 6. And then there's a side question for Meantimes in Greenwich, which gets you a custom move depending on which James Allardyce you
Ooh.
decide to save.
Oh,
Or not to
okay.
save, but like decide which one is the present one that you're trying to save from the time paradox. Okay?
Because there's 3 of them. There's the old
There's
sailor, the kid, and then the guy that was on the boat.
correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay? So Felix and Acheron have finished their or like, are finishing up their game. Mordecai has come out of the shop, maybe, I don't know. Where do you guys want to go next? So at least I know where to place you guys or what to look at.
Well, I guess we're doing Spider Silk.
It depends. It depends. You don't all have to do it. You have 3 threats on the board.
If we used our clue for the coven, we could probably get close to answering that question, and then we could
Yeah,
resolve it during the next night phase.
that would be
possibly.
lovely.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, but you can only answer a question during dusk phase according to the new
Correct.
play structure. So,
Correct.
what is the clue that you guys want to provide for the coven?
Yeah. Let's see. The question is, when and where will the final step of the Grand Ritual take place?
Only thing I could really think we could see from literally our front porch is someone going to visit Miss Pemberton Potts, but I don't think that's quite fair game.
But
No,
maybe
You can
I
always
have,
contextualize later. I mean, like if you want to make up side character visits
Oh
Mrs.
wait,
Pemberton Potts,
wait,
but it's
sorry,
something.
they're it's fucking witches. We
yeah.
can
Yeah, it's
just
fucking
do we
witches.
oh,
can just do an ill omen.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah,
yeah.
make it up.
Or on the other hand, you could say that a lot of telescopes are pointing in a certain direction.
I was gonna say, building off of the clue that Acheron saw when we closed, where it's like,
Mhm.
oh, look at that guy. He's wearing an outfit that he's not comfortable with. Just like we see a bunch of people wearing the exact same outfit going in the same
Oh.
direction, where we just have a
Ooh.
tally mark of like, oh, the cult
8
has a
people.
uniform, I guess.
Go ahead, put it in if you want.
Must be a gentleman's club.
Pinstripe or
It's a
cane.
religious. It's basically a religious order. I think Mordecai
The-
told that to Felix, right?
Yeah, Order of Saint Sylvester. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's do Kane because I don't think I think we said he was in tailcoats, but you
Yeah,
know.
pinstripe tailcoat or something like that. But
okay, various individuals wielding the same style cane going
yeah,
towards a particular
Mm.
destination.
there you go. Like that. Okay, cool. And I think, I mean, if you guys want to contextualize that one clue that still says TBD on it, I told you guys to go do something about it from the Mordecai and Ellie vulnerable scene. I mean, just do it. I don't care, whatever it is. So, all right. So we'll wait on that for dusk phase. But yeah, one more chance to gather some clues for whatever the hell you want to gather clues on. So where's everybody going?
I think
Felix.
Mordecai's. Sorry.
Okay. Felix, where are you going?
Well, I'd like to meet up with Mordecai, and Mordecai has some conditions. So, your vice, Mordecai, where would you be hunting? What threat would you like to pursue?
Pettigrew was the name, right, of my current target.
Yes.
Yes.
Pettigrew.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think you can see Mordecai. He's on his way back to the Hargrave house, so it's not far away. He's just talking to, I guess, some rather ruffian-looking dude who's complaining about the police and how they are so arbitrary. And this Pettigrew walks around like he has peacock feathers stuck in his ass or something.
All right.
Mordecai is nodding along, yeah, and asking kind of questions like, where would you find him? What's this? Where does he like to hang out? If you wanted to have a talk to him.
I think this is where Felix walks up on the street as you're wrapping up the interview with this guy.
Ah,
Oh, before you
Felix.
guys start the vulnerable
Huh?
move,
Oh, yeah.
I want to
Okay,
set up where
sorry.
Acheron is. Acheron, where do you want to go? Or what do you want to investigate?
Let's go to
For
Greenwich.
okay,
I got some questions.
the Royal Observatory.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go visit, or well, actually, like no. Do you want to go visit the Greenwich Hospital to visit James Allardyce, or do you want to go to the Royal Observatory to see Millicent? Millicent, what's her face? Sorry, Millicent. Um, Millicent Bryant. She's the one that sent the letter about Dr. Laurence Fisher. He was repeating actions and saying, "It's still happening. I couldn't stop it. I have to go back again." And then there's the James Allardyce thing, which is over at the Greenwich Hospital. So all three
Right, and then
guys are at
Allardyce is a
Greenwich.
different guy.
Yeah, yeah. So which one do you want to check out first?
Uh, let's
Both are fun. So either way, you don't
let's go
lose.
to the hospital.
No problem. And then you'll tell me when you get to the hospital who you want to talk to. Okay. Alrighty. So, go ahead. Felix and Mordecai, go ahead and get the vulnerable move started, and then we'll head over to the Greenwich Hospital.
Felix, so good to see you. I have brought you something. And maybe an intriguing mystery or something the like that we both might look into if you are amenable, of course.
Does it involve going and talking to ragamuffins and random individuals on the street?
No, not per se. This is my personal side project.
Oh. Well, what is this offering that you bring me?
You said that I owed you a pair of gloves. I have brought you a new pair of gloves. I hope this is a sufficient recompense.
Are these the gloves with the hooks inside
No,
of them?
no.
Oh.
These are different, fine leather gloves, and with inlaid with sort of kind of Greek not lettering per se, but like these columns and these symbols. No, there's just symbols, right? Yeah, there are Greek symbols on it. They are, I think, even zodiac symbols. And one of them is for my zodiac is not good. So let's say star symbols. One of them is
Yeah.
for Venus, and the other one's for Hermes.
Okay. Felix will take them, flip them over. They're very good make.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
What do I want? Peace in my lifetime? Probably not. No.
You don't just. I made an offhanded comment. You don't just give things. This is clearly a bribe. What is it that you want? What material wealth could you possibly want, Mordecai?
Material wealth. Felix, I don't want material wealth from you. I can't get material wealth. Very fine by myself. There was something strange at the seamstress, and it had some kind of effect on me, and I don't want to go alone, basically. I faced my coven on my own. That was enough for me.
Felix is taken aback by this. Oh. You okay? Well, then I will deign to assist you with the seamstress business then, if you're willing to tell me more about this hunt that you're going on, at least while we go and walk about the streets of London.
I'm not so sure that I want to do that, actually.
Oh, what's the harm? Felix says as he puts on the gloves.
Felix, you will try to get involved, and I do not want that. This is my thing, okay?
Only because these gloves are very nice, I will give you the space to do your hunt.
Thank you. So gracious.
Consider it a gift, an opportunity for you to have that space.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I enjoy these of honestly wonderful make. You got this from the seamstress?
Yes. Yes, I was there. I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and investigate her and bring you those gloves that I supposedly owe you.
I'm not going to thank you. You're simply paying a debt.
Fine, you don't have to thank me. I do not think it was a debt, but okay. I was curious about the seamstress. And there is something more than ordinary going on there.
On the same kin as this coven that's been pursuing you?
In some way, shape, or form. I mean, the coven uses hermetic magic, for want of a better word, and this wasn't that. But it was magic nonetheless.
What are you going to do once that's all resolved? Will you stay with Hargrave House?
Maybe. Haven't decided yet.
Well, your life is your own, and there are opportunities that Hargrave House can offer.
Yes. Yes, my time in Hargrave House was not entirely unpleasant.
No.
So far. I mean, too many cops recently, but other than that.
Yes, apparently, according to your lovely protege, things are on the outs with Lansing, it seems.
Oh, well. Good.
Perhaps he can be new prey for you to pursue.
No, I did that before, and I won't go back.
Oh.
That's boring. Ellie asked me to abstain.
She seems to have different entertainment these evenings, it seems. What is your take on our new boarder?
I have conversed with him a bit, but I did not get... I'm not a reader of people, Felix.
No, but you are a hunter. You are someone who recognizes a threat when you see one.
Oh, I mean, if you're asking, is he a threat? As much as me and you, I think.
Well, there are different types of threats between me and you. I am a social operator. You do that strange thing with the shadows and the blood and screaming occasionally. I don't know.
I don't know where you get the screaming from.
That Felix. One time when you were standing in the middle of your room making a ruckus in the middle of everything. I
wasn't screaming then. That is not screaming.
Okay. Making a very loud noise that bothers your housemates then.
Well, yes. I have apologized for it, haven't I?
You have. All the same, we are both different types of threats.
Indeed. And I think Mr. Wright might be another type of threat, as was Jean-G and as is Ellie.
Well, it'll be interesting at least. Thank goodness. I was going to get bored.
Oh, I apologize for boring you.
Oh, Felix. No, not you. It's just there's only so many cobblestones I can take from the street to make my own entertainment. And, well, having a new housemate should provide a bit of entertainment.
Well, then don't break him.
Perish the thought.
Felix, I'm not a people reader, but even I could read that.
No. I'm much too busy setting up other houses of cards to collapse. The time is soon approaching, though, and that will be a wonderful collapse.
Very good. I hope, yes, okay. I won't even ask. Because you wouldn't give me a straight answer anyway. Back to the seamstress.
Yes.
Felix.
And we'll continue to banter back and forth, Mads, as we go to the seamstress.
Yeah.
I'm dying right now. I'm just dying. Acheron, Mr. Wright. So, you find yourself over at Greenwich. Greenwich Hospital. Greenwich Park, actually. Parks and woodland inhabited by roaming deer on a hill overlooking the Thames and just outside the bounds of London proper. Paint the scene for everyone. What about the park makes you forget the bustle of modern London for a moment?
There's y'all got fucking deer in your park? I, how could anyone think about anything else?
I think there is a brook that runs through it, and it makes it. It doesn't have a very straight riverbed, I guess. So it makes a lot of noise going over hindrances and giving these glug. And while you're close to it, you can't even hear London, the other people that are out there, the screams, the bells, the whistles, whatever. You can just hear the brook because it's loud enough. And maybe some birds, but these are not evil birds. These are just normal birds who make quite a ruckus.
Have to specify these are not evil birds.
No seagulls.
Not here.
Morally neutral birds.
There you go.
Got it.
What other things about the park makes you forget the bustle of modern London for a moment?
I think there's enough tree cover that you don't see London's skyline. I think that the trees are thick enough that you can be shielded from the sounds of the city. So it just feels in the heart of this park idyllic, like you are in nature.
I think right in the heart of the park, someone somehow has built a henge. I let that be topiary. Yeah, I think it is topiary. I think someone has carved what to the untrained eye would look like, just a sort of ornamental feature, but surrounded by this dense tree cover, almost in the wilds of things, it is unmistakable to those with any kind of magical inclination.
Very neat. Awesome. All right. So, in Greenwich Park, you know that James Allardyce, the sailor who was saved from the Whippet, and the retired sailor who is the older elderly one, they're both in Greenwich Hospital in different areas. So the retired sailor is, of course, living out his final years, like in the, I guess, in the dorms of the hospital, and the young one, the one in his late 20s, rescued from the ship, is in the infirmary still. And then the little, I shouldn't say little, he's 13 years old, he's enrolled as a naval cadet, as a pupil in the Royal Hospital School. So, which of the James Allardyces do you want to visit first?
Let's begin at the ending, I think. Let's meet the older one.
You are shown to the elderly James Allardyce's room. And the doctor is saying to you, "He's been rather quiet here. Keeps to himself most of the time, so don't be surprised if he's not very communicative." And he knocks on the door. "James, you seem to have a visitor." And there's no response, but the doctor will, open the door, and you see this retired sailor. He is in his just civilian clothes, and he has a white beard, gravelly voice. I mean, because he's kind of like, saying, like murmuring to himself. And then when he turns to the door, you see his eyes, like, as limpid and like, like sea, kind of like sea colored. They're haunted. They're haunted looking. "I suspect no visitors."
Sorry, Lieutenant. I'm here at the request of what is her last name? Millicent?
Brian.
For what? Ms. Millicent Bryant. She wanted me to look into some unpleasantness at the observatory.
No, 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 Miss Brian. I don't know how I can help you.
And maybe you know the old. For some reason, I'm having such a hard time keeping.
Out of character, no worries, because it was
Midship.
just introduced last time. If you want to like
Yeah,
highlight,
no.
if you want to bold the names that are in the thingy, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm writing them into the side character section of the thread as well.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, it's James Allardyce, who is a midshipman at the hospital school.
Yep. And
And oh no, it is only
this,
and then the James Allardyce who survived the whippet.
yeah, that he's the Royal Navy lieutenant, and then the elderly one is just a retired sailor.
He's just a man.
Yeah, that's why he's in civilian clothes, waiting it out here. He does have, like, you see, like in his on his arms, he does seem to have like old faded tattoos.
Really, not at all.
He just kind of like looks off in the distance, like beyond you, and then he just kind of says, like, to nothing. He just kind of says, "I can tell you a story as true as the day I heard it. A tale like of a cursed ship and her doomed crew, lured to the very bottom of the sea."
I'd rather not. Truck in stories, Mr. Allardyce. Well, not fiction anyway. How was your time at the Royal Hospital when you were a midshipman?
And he kind of shifts a little bit, as if asking that question makes him focus on you more, and his eyes widen. I remember them. And like he kind of like his nose flares. I remember them. Those little shits. That's all he says. If you want to get anything out of him, you can do an information move.
I would like to do that, yeah.
Okay.
I
What
think
are you?
Acheron is not the best at this kind of circuitous questioning, but I think he can maybe hack it.
I mean, if you want to do questioning and like, kind of like, exert a little bit of presence, you can. Or if you want to use your, again, thieving skills to kind of look around the room to see if you spot something different, then you can use like reason or something. So just parlay me like how you're doing it, how you're searching or how you're getting a clue. Would you like to
Uh,
get a clue? Let's put it that way.
I think I'm going the presence route at the minute.
Okay. So 2d6 plus your presence, unless you want to add a personal quarters item to help give you some advantage.
Nope. Hey.
10. Nice. Did you want to follow that line of questioning about his time as a midshipman, or did you want to ask a different question to him?
I'm just trying to like very gently, given what I know about like the other two Jameses is Allardyce.
Right, right.
I'm trying to just like establish a biography.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how this man lived, and then I'm gonna take that and use it on the other two and see what happens.
Okay. He's going to say, "Yeah, those little shits. Got, they made my life miserable for most of my time there. Very glad to get out on the sea and forget all about it. But there was something strange now that you say something. I remember there were people that had come to see me. They did. They seemed a little bit odd. They were like visitors from another time or place. It was weird. They weren't anyone from the Navy or from London or anything like that. I'm not sure. But I remember they'd come to ask me questions. And yeah. I think they even tried to help me against the bullies once, but that didn't do any good. And then he kind of like turns away from you for half a second, and then he turns back and says, "Can I help you?"
Just enjoying the sunlight and the company.
And he kind of smiles. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Have a nice day, Mr. Allardyce.
You too. And that's their clue. Visitors from another time and or place. Okay.
Cool.
Back to you two. Where are you going, and are you going together?
We finished the vulnerable scene. Can I clear one condition?
Yes.
Cool. I will clear mesmerized.
Okay. Talking about it. Okay.
Yeah, and also, I mean, if you're with Felix, you're not gonna be mesmerized by anybody else, honestly.
Yeah. What clue did you add the clue already, or
No.
No.
Probably something with the gloves. I mean, you got them from
Mhm.
Spider Silk Seamstress, so
Yep.
as Felix is looking at them, I don't know what would maybe along with the astral symbols on the outside, on the inside there's like a maker's mark on the glove.
Okay.
So
Yeah, if you want to put that in there.
all right.
Is there something, I mean, that you can always contextualize later, but I mean, if you want to say something specific about the maker's mark that you could parlay later into a different kind of clue, that's perfectly fine.
Yep. A unique maker's mark on.
Happy with leaving it a little vague
Yeah.
so that we can slot it in easier.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Where do you two want to go from here?
I would like to go back and see if we can acquire, or probably will be gifted it, but if we can't attain this vest. And if you do not want it, Felix, I will take it.
Sure. I mean, yes, I would love to give input into your wardrobe. If only so it means that you're not stealing more from mine. We do have another housemaid after all.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm aware. But Felix, whose wardrobe could challenge yours, honestly?
Felix will give the side eye. You flatterer, you fine. Let's go and see if I do want this.
Mordecai looks at you completely expressionless. He doesn't. It's not a compliment, actually. It's like, yeah, this is the fact. This is what's going on.
Felix has style. It is known.
Exactly. You choose the person. If you steal from somebody, you don't choose from somebody who doesn't have style. It doesn't make sense.
Let's see. Did I change clothes before going out to this spider seamstress person?
Please tell me you did.
Of course I did. I'm just trying to figure out what's appropriately avant-garde, what's different, what's... I think Felix is probably wearing a pinstripe suit with a cane, but it is all wrong. The hat is at an angle. The buttons are misaligned. He's swinging around the cane as a prop. He is barely put together, but expects his prettiness is going to carry the rest of the outfit. And now he's going into a seamstress who is known for very precise clothing, very close cuts. So yes, he is going in as disheveled as possible.
You have to, though you don't have to love him. But sometimes getting a Felix into a situation might shake something loose.
Yeah.
Also, while Felix is occupying the seamstress's attention, I can look more closely at the occult stuff.
Absolutely. Of course. I'm just going to fast forward you both there. When you get there, you don't see that woman again, but you do see two assistants that look the same, but not quite. You can't quite see their faces though. They seem to always be turned away from the door, and then other assistants will come and help you, and say, "Ah, you had returned so quickly. Are you interested in seeing the vest again?"
Indeed, this is my friend. We are both interested in seeing the vest.
Oh, okay. Um, Here it is, and then they'll bring you up to the front where the case is, and bring it out for you to actually look at and feel. You'll notice the materials are absolutely luscious and sumptuous and of the finest quality.
Of silk, Felix says, little acidly.
Spider silk.
And he pulls his hand away like it was burned for a moment.
Did you have any questions? I can get my mistress if you have any specific questions about the garment.
How long has your establishment been in business, miss?
Not very long. It seems to be a bit of a pop-up concern. This is merely the storefront, as my mistress likes to work out of her private workshop.
And how can we be sure of the quality of these materials? The stitching, that it is truly spider silk? If you have no history behind you, then we have no assurances.
Oh, I'm glad to get my mistress to come and answer any questions very specific to her work. She will want to answer you directly.
Then why not? Please go get your mistress and leave me with this item.
Absolutely. And she will make a motion as she leaves to go into the back room to get, can't remember her name off the top of my head. That's terrible. Beaumont. Get Beaumont. And actually the two assistants, they're wearing normal clothes or whatever, and they're just kind of like hovering. You still can't see their faces. They're turned away from the door, but they kind of like close in a little bit to just kind of like be aware of, let's make sure that you two don't try to like take anything.
Steal
Yeah,
the vest.
exactly. While she gets your mistress.
Or mess with this, right? Because sometimes somebody will try something on, it's the wrong size, so
Yeah, exactly. So just to make sure nobody gets handsy with the stuff. So Mordecai, what are you doing as Felix like tries to bait the assistant?
I am rather curious about spider silk. This is not a common material. I will remark on this to Felix.
No, it would take a lot of time to do something like this if it were true spider silk.
Depends on the size of the spider, I might imagine.
It is lovely craftsmanship. It's
Indeed.
woven with care.
Do you want to do anything before Madame Beaumont comes out?
I don't think I would like to do an information move. May I do one with composure as I investigate the craftsmanship of this item? Just handle it with a steady hand and inspect it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's 2d6 plus 2. Am I rolling at disadvantage given most beloved?
Oh, hell yeah!
Thought I'd ask. Okay. That's a 5. What's gonna happen with this information move if I keep it as is?
I'm a little confused about the roll and why it's a 5. You take the lowest 2, right? Not the lowest 1.
Oh, yeah, weird.
So it's 9 plus 2, it's an 11.
Yeah, how did that happen? I wonder.
I did keep lowest 1. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, okay, try that again.
It's an 11.
Okay.
All right.
So, information move, then 11. Yeah, thank you for calling that out, Sabine. I was like, oh
Thank
my
you.
God. I was going to rub my hands, but anyway. Darn, okay.
Saved me. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, if you're not careful, it's like, which dice is my friend? Okay. Examining the vest, the craftsmanship. Twins are hovering. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just checking it out and then just like seeing how beautiful it is.
I mean, if I notice something from the twins too, because they're kind of spooky and just hovering.
Yeah. And you still can't see their face. Like I said, they're turned away from you.
Yeah.
From you both. Let's see. What would you consider an everyday object that's typically crafted from iron or some other metal?
A needle, something that's traditionally made of iron, utensils.
Pins.
Okay. All right. I think you notice, like, as you're, because it's kind of like on a board, right? And it's like pinned up, so this way it's on display, right? Like, so they're not gonna just like pull it out and like like throw it onto the thing. It's actually on a velvet board.
Okay.
Right? And it's pinned to a velvet board. And you notice that those pins are, instead of made of some kind of metal, they're made of bone.
Okay. Staging pins made of bone
instead of metal.
Rather than metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting choice of staging material, Mordecai, if you'll notice.
Mordecai has been looking at other things, but he will look at this and says, well, yes, isn't it?
Yeah.
He looks around. Is there anything of iron in this place?
No.
Oh.
I mean, and it's like, do you say that out loud, or do you?
No,
like,
no, I'm just looking. Just looking. I can spot something, but
not where Felix's mind would go to. So good that Mordecai's asking the question.
Right. But like, as you're looking around, and you say, or you notice the made of bone. There's a voice that comes from behind the counter that says, all of the materials used are all natural, including the needles that I use to sew. I am Madame Beaumont.
Felix will turn.
And you see a fashionable, beautiful, middle-aged, whatever that means to people, middle-aged woman who seems to be dressed in what looks like a drapery of like many veils that seem to be harmoniously grouped together of different colors, but it just works, right?
Okay.
I mean, like, she looks like a bit of a waterfall, but I mean, like, just kind of gives like the impression of colors instead of like one solid color. It's like an impression of colors, but it all works together. You seem to be back. Were you not pleased with the gloves that you bought?
My friend wanted to have a look at the rest.
Ah. Well, please. Mr. Ocasio, whomever that is. But she's smiling at you, Felix, knowing who it is. And please, see my handiwork.
You are a vision, Miss Beaumont. I'm surprised you have normal assistants puttering around the place, given your radiance. Why are you not here in the storefront? I'm sure you could sell sand to a person dying of thirst in a desert.
Perhaps I have. I don't need to sell. I have buyers. I have those that love to be dressed and fashioned to their best.
Ah. A person who gives the people what they want, not necessarily what they need.
Ah, but all of my followers have exceptional taste, never settling for the drab or the mundane things of this world. They come to me because I offer a chance to be transformed into the person they've always dreamed of. Tell me, what does your heart truly desire? She's looking into your eyes, Felix.
Felix will
Move.
look. Yep. They move with compose. Ooh, hold on.
What do you think will happen if you fail or lose your nerve? She's going to.
I didn't say because I didn't want to interrupt anything, but Mordecai would have looked at this to use the custom move.
Ooh.
No, because he was hoping that she would try something.
Okay.
All
right,
maybe
let's look at your.
With that.
All right, let's see. Let's look at your custom move. Sorry, I just gotta go into it. I have to take a look. Yeah, go ahead and roll roll your move. This is fun. And then if it fails, then we'll let Felix take his day move.
Okay.
So
it fails. Wait, does it? Yeah, it's a 6. It fails.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Read out your move, please. So what's it called? And read it out.
And turn again. You reach out and sense magical effects, roll plus sensitivity. And on a miss, you leave yourself vulnerable, prepare for the worst. Other than that, I could have twisted whatever she was trying to do.
Okay, so Mordecai tries to do something.
Yeah. Well, not very familiar with this move yet.
Yep. I mean, you're still a little rattled, I'm sure. You just were mesmerized this earlier. So, yeah. I think you Mordecai, before I have Felix roll, you find yourself flanked by these twin assistants. Still can't see their faces, but they'll kind of herd you away from Felix, even as he's looking deeply into Madame Beaumont's eyes.
Okay.
And they'll kind of hook each of their arms into yours and literally move you away from them. Yeah, for right now. Yeah, it's not worse yet. It will be, but yeah. Felix, please make the day move.
What am I afraid is going to happen?
Yeah.
Day move can't be too dangerous. I don't need to worry about getting kidnapped and becoming the next victim on the list, because that would be what I'm afraid of. Okay, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that she's going to mesmerize me, take me to the back, and I join probably a bunch of cocooned other patrons that she has hanging around.
Okay, alrighty. So, you're rolling with what?
I'm trying to figure out if presence is good enough, just the force of personality, or composure to maintain control of myself effectively.
I mean, yeah, you're looking into her eyes, man. I mean, and I could even push sensitivity, because she's using her face.
Oh yeah, but I'm still mastering myself. Sure. We'll split the difference. Call it composure with. Do I want to roll with disadvantage?
That's up to you, because you're most beloved. This is the main reason she's targeting you, man.
Yup.
So it's either disadvantage or you got something in your personal quarters to mitigate this.
We'll roll. We'll roll. No personal quarters items. Let's see what happens.
No, I don't see anything
No,
yet.
I didn't. Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I chose poorly. Is what happened. That's a 5, and I double checked to make sure that the roll
Yeah.
is correct. You wanna narrate what happens before I pick a mask?
Yes, hold on. I'm just gonna. Oh my god, so funny. Okay. So, I think as you, um, when you, when she asks you, what does your heart truly desire? What do you say as she takes you by the hand and leads you back to her workshop, her private workshop? What do you say?
I want people to stop seeing me as a source of their happiness and to find happiness for themselves. I want somebody to like me for just me.
And I can love you for you. You will be my greatest happiness just by being yourself. That face, this person. And she's leading you back as she's saying all these words, and your feet are moving regardless of what's happening. And she's leading you back. And you see these husks of people, probably old suitors, that
Mm-hmm.
look like they've got cobwebs covering their faces, and open gaping mouths that have spider webs covering them up, and they look like dried husks basically. I will enjoy you for years.
I would like to mark a mask, please.
Sure. Burp, burp, burp. That's a 7 to 9. All right. But would you say, instead of being brought backwards to her private workshop, would you say you are infatuated, mesmerized, or obsessed?
Obsessed. And I would like to narrate my flashback now.
Okay.
Narrate a flashback to your young adulthood that shows the first time you met the artist who fell in love with you. We are like 100 AD. We are outside in the fields of Rome, and we see Felix wearing a loose set of armor. We are gazing upon Bula Felix, the notable bandit king, sort of Robin Hood figure of ancient Rome. And he's going about his camp, thanking individuals for their service, telling them that they are free from their slavery after being rescued. And he stops in front of a seamstress. And she's very humble in appearance, but this weaving that she has is absolutely marvelous. And it details just a recent conquest, a vision of Felix evading capture by centurions, and laughing all the way, leading people to freedom. And he says, "Why do you stay? We've been to 3 different camps at this point, and you've been freed. Someone with your skills should go and ply a trade." And she looks up and says, "But I'm grateful for this freedom, for this chance that you've given us, given me. I have no home to return to." And Felix looks down. "Then I will give you more opportunities, more chances at glory. For a gift like yours shouldn't be hidden. Even the gods should know of it." And she beams with a little bit of pride. And who are you that would capture my visage thus? And she nods and says, Arachne. And we come back to the present when Felix is looking into her eyes, Miss Beaumont, into the spitting visage of Arachne, asking him what he desires. Looking into the face of a person that he cast off so many centuries ago. And he answers, for people to realize that they can be happy on their own.
Do they clutch at you still? Grasp
No.
at the... grasp at the little crumbs that you toss at them.
And on until they hang themselves by all the gifts I give them. Until they drown in wealth and realize that it's all for nothing. You shouldn't be here.
But I am. But I am.
And you are. And Felix is obsessed with the fact that the artist he cast off is here in modern London eating people.
It's beautiful. I love it. Damn. Okay. Mr. Wright. Do you want to continue to talk to elderly
No.
Mr. Allardyce, or do you want to go and...
He's fine.
Okay.
I have learned quite a bit about a boy in a lot of strife who might be studying at the Royal Hospital, though.
Yeah. So, are you going to head over and talk to Midshipman James?
Yes.
Okay. So, you head over to the Royal School, to the Royal Hospital School. Here we go. Another sprawling set of neoclassical buildings at the foot of the Observatory Hill, linked by distinctive cloisters. The Royal Hospital School is run by the Greenwich Hospital and provides schooling for the sons of sailors, particularly those left orphaned. Most pupils will in turn serve in the Navy. Paint the scene. What do you see that shows the discipline of the Royal Navy instilled in the school, and what glimpses of the children underneath? What do you see that shows the discipline of the Royal Navy instilled in the school, and what glimpses of the children underneath?
I mean, it's the fear of it all, isn't it? It's the way that these children are trying their very hardest not to be seen, even as they stand perfectly straight and perfectly still.
I think a few of these children are playing hopscotch, and they are standing in line waiting for their turn. There's no shoving, no, it's my turn, no, it's my turn. They're just standing waiting for their turn. And when their turn comes, they will hop and then go back to the end of the queue.
Despite their uniforms, a couple of them have small tokens of home. Just maybe something that hangs off of a chain or a lanyard that's cute, fun, something that speaks to their personal joys.
This is what you see as you enter the yard of the Royal Hospital School. But interestingly enough, you have no problems finding young James Allardyce, because there is one young man who has a distinct resemblance to the oldster you just talked to. Sans beard, of course. And it looks like he's being put upon in a corner of the yard by uh, two older cadets. He seems to be standing his ground, though. He's not letting them cow him. He's just giving them a defiant look, even as they kind of start to, you know, menace him.
I don't think I'm looking. Now that I've found him, I don't think I'm looking directly at him yet.
Mm-hmm.
What I am looking around for is visitors from another time.
Right. Info move.
Yep.
Okay. This would be with reason this time.
Ah, damn, if only I had any of that.
Or sensitivity. I mean, like, parlay me how you're doing this.
I mean, it is fully instinct. However, my reason and my sensitivity are the same. But I think this is more of just a thieves' instinct kind of thing. This is me trying to find someone who is trying not to be seen, or someone who is like I've done a lot, but approximately 30% of everything I have done on screen is judge people's outfits. So I'm doing more of that.
How do you want to parlay that?
I mean, I can't parlay it into presence or vitality, so I'm just going to make a flat roll.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
fucking crushing it.
With a 10.
I've
Amazing.
never missed.
Okay. All right.
Careful there, Icarus.
Yep.
That's some other guy's problem.
Incredible. Incredible. All right. So, okay. I'm going to say that you got a 10, so there's no weirdness or anything like that. I think you will see, as you look around, and mind you, this is completely daytime still, and you're trying to see if there's somebody that doesn't fit, just like, like visitors from another time or place or what have you, that just look like they're trying to fit in or what have you. I think you notice that they're not high in the sky where it's highly noticeable, but maybe just above the tree cover of the park, you see what looks like strangely glowing lights in the sky. That's your clue. But they look like they're hiding. They look like they're kind of like coming in covertly. And that is...
It's a thing at the edge of the clouds. It's
Exactly.
almost an atmospheric. Like on another day, I wouldn't be surprised if this was completely natural.
Exactly. But it just happens to be something that you notice that doesn't seem to fit. So you notice strange glowing lights in the sky. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to move this one clue because it just bothers me
I can't
just a
believe
little.
it's fucking aliens.
You don't know that.
I love that for us.
You don't know that. So
I can't believe it's fucking... No.
You don't know what it is.
I'm
so.
not ending that joke. Anyway.
Okay. So, anywho, just to zip back to Mordecai real quick. Mordecai, I think as the twins are taking you away from Felix, and Felix is falling into Madame Beaumont's eyes. Tell me, Mordecai, Gabriel, what memory does this remind you of where you have been pinioned in between two people and you're being taken someplace else? What memory is this? Taken perhaps to Raphael or from Raphael? What memory is this from your childhood when you were Gabriel Cooper?
In that case, I think it was when I was at a safe house. I don't think Gabriel understood that this was a safe house. Somebody had told him that he should be silent, not do anything. But he was like, I want to see what's going on. So he snuck out because then he was looking in the other direction. And then there were these really rough looking people, and they had weird eyes, like with slitted pupils. And one of them grabbed him, and he was like, oh, fuck, I need to get away. But then another came and said, look what we found here. We'll see what they will give us for that. Looks precious. I want you precious. I think we could cut the scene here because, I mean, obviously Mordecai wasn't eaten by the snake people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that helplessness, that feeling of, oh shit, I made a mistake and a bad one.
Yeah. I mean, and basically, like, you get that feeling, you get that visceral feeling in your gut when they take you away. You flash back to that memory, and then you flash back into yourself in the present with the twins, like, just taking you to an opposite corner of the shop. And before you know it, you're like just staring at a mannequin, like, that's wearing a suit, a suit that would, sorry for the pun, suit you.
I think Mordecai will try to regain his composure. That seems like a very important thing to have now, composure for it. And then he will turn to these ladies and say, well, that is quite a beautiful suit here that you have there. Well, what?
This can be tailored to I mean, like, they're talking like kind of alternately. So it's like, this can be tailored to your body.
Obviously.
The color suits you fine.
Yes, I am more partial to black, though. Shows less things.
But black makes you paler.
There is nothing that will make me less pale, my dear. Unless it is the sun, which gives me sunburn, technically, then I would be less pale, but I do not like that. So I maybe should see where my friend has gotten to. He finds the most exquisite things in stores like that.
And I think when they allow you to turn, like, when they release you and they allow you to turn away and look at Felix, what is Felix doing when he realizes it's Arachne?
Or at least someone that looks like her.
Yeah.
He's pale. He's shaken. The cool keeping the world at arm's length veneer is kind of gone from him in that moment, and he actually looks lost, vulnerable, almost feral.
And I think at this moment, I think this is where Madame Beaumont will wave you over, Mordecai, and say, I believe your friend has approved the purchase of the vest and the gloves.
Yes, I think you might be right. I will leave you my card. You can send this to Hargrave House, and I will basically take. Mordecai doesn't like touching people, but like crowd Felix, so that Felix starts to move.
Felix does not stop looking as he's effectively ushered out of the shop.
Please come again.
Yes, it was quite pleasant. We certainly will. Have a good day.
Have a wonderful day.
Oh, we are.
And her voice follows you, like literally follows you, as if she's right next to you the whole time that you're leaving, as opposed to coming at you from a distance behind.
Okay.
And Mordecai, your condition is old memory. It's a bit of a backlash because of the failure on your move.
Yeah, fair. It's fair enough.
Okay, so let's take a look at the dusk phase as it stands. Let me just pull up the play structure. Play structure as it stands now. We're trying to follow this document. Okay. All right. Play structure. Dusk phase. In order. And this may not be updated in the Keeper, just so you know. The players may attempt to answer a question if they have collected enough clues and wish to do so. So, we have one question that definitely has enough clues to fulfill. So, if you would like to try and answer the Coven's question, when and where will the final step of the grand ritual take place? Complexity 6. You could resolve the threat by stopping the ritual and or destroying the Coven. So we have 8 clues on the board. The Coven spent a large amount of time in a house's library. Their interest was in old blueprints of lighthouses. A tarot card is found in an unusual place. The card is 9 of Swords. Mr. Blanchard's household ledger has gone missing. There's a TBD for a clue from a vulnerable scene, so you guys can contextualize that any way the hell you like. The people depicted in portraiture are all pointing east. A brass bell held by a person in a portrait. A particularly blue door can no longer be walked through, no matter how hard one tries. And various individuals with identical canes are heading towards the same destination. Any theories that anybody wants to put towards an answer? When and where? When and where will the grand ritual? Final step. Yep.
Yeah. I think maybe it's in a ruined lighthouse.
Okay.
That is to the east. And that used to have a blue door, but now it's ruined. So you can't walk through it anymore because it's a past. And Chris, you probably didn't.
Yeah, I got no.
Do you know what they are supposed to do? What they want to do? Okay, what they want to do? They are a monster hunting organization.
Okay.
They think they're all wizards of some sort, but they hunt monsters. However, it's their definition of what a monster is. So
Sure.
yeah. Anyway, the ritual that they're supposed to do, that they want to do their great work, is getting sort of a map or hints about where every monster in England is, everyone, so that they can then go and take care of that. And we don't precisely want that.
We love the surveillance state. It is always good for you to not to know where everything is all the time.
Yeah, they would love they would love CCTV.
Yeah.
I mean, and certain people might be lit up like a Christmas tree at Hargrave House, which is definitely why you want to stop the ritual.
I think Hargrave House, just by itself, might actually be the safest place to be near, but not in, because it is just so loud that you can hide under it.
A ruined lighthouse with a big blue door,
and it's probably to the east, because that's where the people are pointing. We're pointing to.
That's where the people are pointing to.
Yeah.
That's where all the various individuals are going to. When is it happening?
And again, you've got that one clue that you can contextualize if you need to, because that was never made.
Okay.
I have totally forgotten what we talked about.
I don't even remember.
It does not matter.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
That's in the rules.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
We could say that the household ledger is a record of materials and ritual items being sent to the east. They have all their receipts in order.
Yeah.
We would need. I don't know. I want it to be like we found east, but I would imagine that if it is like a totalizing observation, like, you know, if it is the surveillance state, then we got to find other things pointing in all the other 3 directions.
Well, that's just where the ritual is happening, not necessarily how the ritual is being done.
Maybe the ledger shows that they did get materials, maybe to restore that lighthouse. And lighthouses have, other than the light, they have bells, right? Just to give a auditory warning that people are coming too close.
They might. I think ringing the bell, like maybe at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. could also be like a signifier of when the ritual is taking place.
Yeah,
ooh, nice. Like that.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you could use the extra TBD clue to kind of support that, like of a when.
Yeah. Okay.
To like a conditional, like the bell must ring when something something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, I have something for the Nine of Swords.
Okay.
That would be give us the hint how they intend to enact the ritual, and that means that they will have to do some sacrifice with the sword. Because they're Vitigators.
I mean, a betrayal even.
Okay.
Is that what it means? Just out of curiosity.
Nine of Swords is the one with the 7 swords in the guy's back, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Now you're making me want to look.
My standard reference deck that I have right here at hand.
Oh, so they might want to sacrifice one who has been sworn into the order, which is all of these guys, and would include Mordecai because he once was sworn to the order.
Well, it's interesting that I mean, obviously,
we
want you to be
up.
the sacrifice, right?
They want you to join back up. I mean, you know.
Yeah, sure. If I needed a sacrifice, that would be really good if that apostate joined up.
It would explain why it's so easy to pick apart where they're putting the ritual and when it's like, you showed up right on time, like we knew you would.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think.
Like you ran to exactly where you needed to be, you fool.
Yeah. That sounds like a Raphael thing.
Yeah, totally.
There's the Nine of Swords.
Is it? Stored?
Huh?
I mean,
here's what it is in my smallest deck, which is
see
not
it's
standard.
Oh my.
On.
Yep, I see it now.
Let me look at it.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So I think that explains. I think so. Let's put that in the summary. The ritual is taking place in a restored lighthouse to the east. At the tolling of the bell at what's a good auspicious ritual time?
3 o'clock.
Witching hour.
At 3 a.m. The ritual involves the sacrifice of one who was a part of the order.
Or is.
Was/is a member of the order. Example given, Mordecai.
Yep. Makes sense.
Example picked for no particular reason.
No particular reason here.
Is Sabine gonna roll, given that this is
Mordecai's
threat?
You ought to.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
This is a +2.
Ooh. Well.
And if you don't want to take the full responsibility, I mean, you could ask one of your fellow players to take one die, and then you take the other one.
I mean, I feel this is all my fault, right? Because I, as a player, said I want this to get in play.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So +2.
There's a coven because of you.
Okay, 2d6 +2.
Well, it's an 8.
Okay.
We take those.
We take these. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So, yes, we take that. It just means it's a little extra dangerous or complicated.
That's cool. We don't want this to be too easy.
No, it won't be. Not with this, and especially if it includes you as part of it. They're probably going to do something to escalate this, and I'm sure it's going to be fun. I say fun in very big air quotes. Yes.
For the players, it's gonna be fun. For Mordecai,
No.
probably not so much so.
Torturous, yes, of course. Of course it will. So yeah, I think, you are correct, and it is going to be dangerous. Yeah, there will be an escalation, absolutely. Attempt to answer question. And any playbook moves or special moves that are resolved during the dusk phase. Since Ellie's not here, we're not going to worry about that right now, but somebody has a little bit of a tiny transformation.
Somebody. Just a wink and it's over.
Are you still out, or did you make it to Hargrave House before you changed?
I don't think. I think I am still out.
Oh gosh. Okay, so
I don't think I'm quite like I think I'm just they had trains on the train or like in a cab. I don't think I'm anywhere particularly dangerous
okay,
when the shift occurs,
okay,
and I don't think there's any outward reaction at all.
okay. Well, I mean, like he stayed calm in the face of a feral cat, so yeah. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, now we've been doing this for a bit.
Yeah, and so
I don't even think the cabbie would notice that the outfit changed, to
no,
be honest.
probably not. Yeah, you paid. You're fine. Yeah, and so you get dropped off at Hargrave House as usual. Um, do we think that anybody else is home yet? Did you guys
Oh,
make it home?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you think that in your obsessed state, Felix, do you think that you notice that Mr. Wright looks a little different?
No. I would
Game.
love to have Felix comment and ask questions, but I think he is off balance as we're getting prepped to go and deal with the coven.
Um, does Mordecai um, say anything to Mr. Isaac? Right? Does he notice the suit change?
Yeah, he notices Mordecai is riled up, which means he's hypervigilant.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
notices that.
Okay. Any
And he's
comments?
a little he will be a little suspicious. Did he see Isaac last night? He didn't, right?
No, because you were
No,
out the whole
you've
time. You
never
were
seen Isaac.
no.
I will ask this person who has shown up now who he is. Because we have not so far, and to my knowledge, met.
Well, I guess you saw me in the other suit this morning, so I guess you would be slightly like. No, the eyes are different, and you would definitely notice that because you're a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac, I assume you've met my brother.
And who is your brother again? Is that
The other one with the other
remind me?
eye?
The other one with the other eye. That is very precise, Mr.
Did he not explain it to you? Oh my god.
I don't think he explained anything to me. No. Will you do me the kindness of explaining this?
In moonlight, I am out, and in sunlight, he is out.
Okay. I see. So you are also Mr. Wright, or do you bear
Yes, we're
another?
brothers.
Oh, very well.
It seems we have more important things to take care of.
Well,
Apologies if my brother knows more, if you briefed my brother on this, but I have no idea what's going on.
well, yes, explaining something to someone
Also,
else
who
is.
are you? Hi, I'm
Hi.
Isaac. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Isaac. Welcome to Hargrave House. I think Mordecai will start explaining. Mordecai likes explaining things to people who don't know that.
Now,
That makes him
Chris,
feel.
also don't know.
Oh, yes, you are right. You are correct. You don't. Introductions? There is a coven in town. There is a cult in town. The Order of Saint Sylvester. I don't know if you've ever come across them. They are monster hunters. They know a fair bit about monsters. They are very effective. Also, they decide who's the monster and who isn't. They believe they are part of a, well, unofficial order, religious order.
They're not one of those Camelot freaks, are there? There's so many
They are
fucking
not one
knights
of
of
these
the round
Camelot.
around.
No. I don't. They do not have truck with that. However, they want to kill everyone who they think is a monster, which includes a fair variety of people who are not all doing monstrous things.
You don't. You can save this part. I've met my fair share of monsters. Oh, my fair share of them, my life.
Very good. We are now currently attempting to stop them. They are making a ritual that will give them the location of every monster in Great Britain, and that seems a little overzealous. Which
Does that? So not Ireland.
No, not Ireland. There's an ocean between Great Britain and Ireland. You are obviously aware of that, but that would stop the magical energies. Or maybe not. Maybe they have figured out how to extend it to Ireland. My knowledge just might be a bit out of date. I have had trouble with them before.
I gathered. Yeah. All right, then what are we doing? What's the plan?
Well, we have figured out now where the ritual is taking place. We should gather Ellie, because there might come to violent altercations that are not of the magical kind, and she is very proficient at that. I do not know if you are, Mr. Wright. Are you?
I'm sorry, but that's more my brother's area of expertise.
That would mean that we would have till daylight. I don't know if we have the time, actually.
Oh, I can make do.
Well, anyway,
don't worry about me.
They will probably attack with magic anyway. I will try to stop them. I know a fair bit of magic myself, so I might prevail. Yet, I cannot absolutely guarantee that. Their leader, Raphael Cooper, is a very accomplished mage.
So we're taking him out first, or are we saving him for last?
No, we should take him out first. If he's out, then the rest will fall apart.
Got it.
Is Nora part of this meeting or no?
Nora can be part of this meeting, sure.
She kind of whispers over to you. Do you want to tell them?
Looks at her, tell them. Oh, well, part of that ritual entails a sacrifice of a person who was once sworn to the Order of Saint Sylvester. Gives Nora a slightly annoyed look. I once was a member of this order.
And you've sworn them off?
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, then, who will be protecting you?
Oh, I was actually hoping for Ellie. I can protect myself, at least a bit.
Well, it appears that trying to be respectful and everything. Well, it appears that Miss Fletcher is somewhere else. So what are we doing without her?
She will be here next session. We don't do this now, right?
Okay, perfect.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
God,
sure.
I thought I had to...
Yeah. No.
I just woke up. It's a lot to have to roll into an hostile takeover.
How early is it where you are, Chris?
Oh, no, that was in character.
Oh, okay,
right now
was in character. Okay.
It's noon where I am.
Okay. Well, I think we should not hesitate. While I might be their preferred sacrifice for this, they have probably others. Raphael is very good at making plans and having redundancies.
Good. Then we can go deal with your coven and then deal with the giant evil seamstress woman.
In that order? Who? What? Where have you been all day?
With the giant evil seamstress woman, apparently.
Is this what we do here?
Are you all right, Mr. Ocasio? You You look pale.
No, I'm not well. And right now,
Bewitched by a giant woman. Can't say I blame you.
Right now, I just want to take my knife and I would like to work out some frustration. So, if we can get Miss Fletcher, get in a carriage, and get down to business, that would be most satisfactory.
Yes, quite well. We should do that.
And Nora leans into you, Mordecai, and says, and whispers, "Why is Mr. Ocasio so bloodthirsty?"
That is a long story, Nora. I think I have a vague idea of why he is, or at least up to the cause. However, you would have to ask him yourself, but probably not now.
All right. Do you want
my
me?
insight into other people's emotional states is, as you probably have noticed, severely lacking.
Do you want me to come with you all?
Well, I can hardly tell you not to, if you want to. But this is very dangerous, Nora.
If you need me to assist, I can try to provide some protective shielding if you need.
I would like that, yes. Since you are offering. Yes, please come with us.
And she nods. Players are going to go ahead.
Mordecai will valiantly keep himself from starting to gnaw at his fingernails. No.
Players decide if, and I'm just asking this because it's part of this play structure. The players decide if they're going to decide to have a London night phase or a Hargrave House night phase.
Oh.
If you decide to have a London night phase, each player says what their hunter will attempt to do during the upcoming night phase. And I introduce an unseen and then assign prompts to each player. If you decide to have a Hargrave House night phase, I introduce the Hargrave House room to be explored and assign prompts to the players. And the Hargrave House night phase is you just spend time exploring the room, answer the prompts, and that's it.
What? Why would we do that?
Because people exploring the room unlock that particular room of Hargrave House and will either get some kind of item or some kind of move.
Oh.
Yes, it's new. It's very new. And there's a bunch of rooms that can be explored. They have new copy on that.
Wait, we haven't unlocked the kitchen? We've been meeting there this whole time.
Why would we need to unlock it? We've been meeting there this whole time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's
a haunted second kitchen.
Oh,
wait. No. Actually, hold on.
The kitchen beneath the kitchen.
You want to hear this? Wait. You want to hear this? So if you do decide to do a Hargrave House night phase, and you do decide to do the kitchen and just like a Hargrave House night phase, if you do the kitchen, you unlock. You want to hear this? The arcane prison.
Excuse me, why?
That's where I am right now.
Why do we have the arcane prison right there next to the ice box?
Listen,
prison's gotta eat.
Listen, it just means that the arcane prison is now available to be explored, okay? It unlocks another room.
Oh, so it's a different room.
Yes,
okay.
It unlocks a different room. So, right, it's just, yeah.
Secret second, that we find a false back behind the freezer.
Sure, yeah. Exactly.
I think we were too busy with the threats and all that stuff to really get into exploring the house.
I mean, yeah, it just makes it really interesting.
Box never seems to melt. It appears to be some sort of large, roughly door-shaped ventilation shaft in the back.
So
I'm just saying.
Okay.
We got the ninth circle of hell down there, keeping our meat frozen.
Do we have to decide on which phase now, or
yeah,
okay, we do.
You do. So,
wouldn't it be wiser to wait, see if Kathleen's back? Because that might, if Kathleen isn't back, we might not go for the mastermind just yet and explore the kitchen, maybe.
I mean,
That makes sense.
if you want to make the decision at the top of next session, we can totally do that. So we're not quite done
Okay.
with dusk phase yet. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. All right, so let me make a note. Okay,
Cool.
so dusk. All right. So, given that, if you have time for stars and wishes, please do. All right.
Sure.
Stars are things that you really liked about the session, gameplay, roleplay, or each other, and then wishes are what you'd like to see for next time or the future.
Wanted to say that happy to meet the Wright brothers.
I can't believe I like the fact that
I-
that wasn't
I thought you made it as a
intentional.
joke. I thought
Yeah,
you did
I
it
thought
as
that was
a little
intentional.
joke.
This is actually worse than Petri. This is actually so much worse than the other time I missed the best possible joke.
Well, I'm happy to meet the Wright brothers, the sassy one and the drowsy one for now. Hopefully,
They're both the sassy one.
okay, good. It's good to have another presence-based hunter. Looking forward to seeing what that dynamic is like. Happy for the interactions with Mordecai. Bright spots were one, meeting with the spider seamstress and then negotiating about when Mordecai's gonna make the introduction for Felix. She said he literally said counter offer to the giant spider lady, and she said okay. And then
Place of business.
yeah, and then the I guess it's now a thing where Mordecai and Felix regularly give each other's names and just stir up trouble for each other. And
apparently so. I didn't know this was a
apparently-
thing. I'm shipping
is
it
like
I
the
now.
love
third time-
narrative parallels.
it's like
Yeah.
the third time it's happened.
This is extremely funny because that is literally one of my Dawn questions.
Perfect. You're gonna fit in just fine.
I'm supposed to do this to myself all the time. So the fact that you are doing it to each other is hilarious.
We have a good dynamic. It's always a pleasure. And Mads introducing or being able to play with Spider Silk Seamstress again, and just rolling with the mask that I presented. So
I love
thank you.
it. I think this is brilliant. I mean, that just seems so apropos and just so beautiful. I was just like, oh my god, that was amazing. So yeah, I just had to make that comment. Sorry.
Yeah. No, and those are my stars. Wish, if we do go out and about, actually seeing Felix go around, use the Judith knife, and just like actually commit violence would be cool.
I mean, there's more than 4 coven members that'll be there, I'd say.
Yeah, but Felix kind of working through his frustrations, going from shadow to shadow and taking out cult members while the others are more upfront, would be a fun twist that we haven't seen of him, especially now that I've done the whole Felix contextualization for that name. If not, let's explore the kitchen. We've been in there this whole time, and there's just that false back in the icebox.
I mean, there's a few prompts in here, and which is really fun to see.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. My stars are pretty much the same. Mike, that mask was just excellent. But also, I love, I love being a bitch with somebody and just people watching. It was so good. I cannot wait for these two to interact some more. Mads, just the way that your Spider Silk Seamstress is so tactile. She's so up in everybody's business all the time. I don't know. I've played Spider Silk Seamstress as a one-shot more than once, actually. And a lot of people try to play it kind of subtle, and the fact that you were just like, nope, that's a big evil spider lady immediately.
I mean,
is incredible.
I mean, I've played her, and she's one of my favorites. So I mean, like, I love playing her.
And Sabine, you are so good at just like folding everything else into your own nonsense.
Yeah, well,
Years of practice, I'm sure.
I guess, yeah. Also, I was like, no, we need to do the common because you never know how long a game's going to last.
Yeah.
So let's do it now. Let's do it now. I want to see what it's like.
That's so funny. Oh, I mean, like again, like my pacing is like gonna last a little bit, so you had no worries.
I just got here.
Well, I mean, like Mike when he first played in one of my campaigns, like was a mid-season replacement, so it's kind of like, yeah, sure,
Yeah, sure.
absolutely.
Are you done, Chris?
Yes. And
Okay.
and a wish. I kind of want to do. I'd like. I know we should do the coven, and I would love to do the coven, but I kind of want to just like explore Hargrave House. I want some actual downtime with these people. Because so far, all the Wright brothers have been able to do is explain their deal to everybody 3 separate
And
times.
play with a kitten.
Yeah. Other wish, I don't know. Distinct lack of magical nonsense other than the obvious for my character, and I would like a little bit more. Hopefully the coven can help with that.
I mean, if you want magical nonsense, we have a magical character.
I'm 2 magical characters,
Yeah,
in fact.
true. Yeah, my stars would go to everyone because this was a fun session. I like how Isaac just jumped into like, yeah, sure, we're doing this, fine. I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask questions about this time, just this time messed up person, and see if we can figure out something there. I was also quite willing to jump into the whole coven thing. I will always love have these interactions with Felix. This kind of antagonism, but not really. That's kind of fun. Mordecai has no idea what to do with that. He knows that he enjoys it. He doesn't know what that means. But he's a little emotionally stunted. But yeah, so yeah, rivals exactly. And yeah, and I love the spiders, the seamstress anyway, and I love the parallel with Arachne. That was really fun because I realize now you have your work of art is a woven tapestry, which kind of totally tracks. So that was nice. Yeah. Wishes wise, I want to encounter the coven and maybe bonk Raphael on the head a bit, or have Felix stab Raphael a couple of times.
Yep, absolutely. Oh my gosh. So I like today's session was really fun to watch as well as to run you guys through, just because splitting you up and then just watching you pair off. Well, I mean, like it's mostly the Felix and Mordecai pair off, but also watching Isaac go to work and then try to see like what he could find. That was interesting to see. Um, or is it Acheron? I'm getting so mixed up now, like who's who. Um,
Don't worry about it.
yeah,
They're
it was Mr. Wright. That's basically how I'm
Mr.
saving
Wright.
myself. It's a Mr. Wright that's doing something. It's fine. So, but that was cool. Like watching you talk to the different or yeah, talking to uh, the elderly uh, Allardyce, and then like kind of like looking around and then just like spotting things over at Greenwich. But then like the banter, of course, between the two. I'm like, what the hell? It's great. That was just beautiful. So yeah, just stars all around. And you guys like mentioned all the different scenes that I was just like, yeah, yeah, definitely popcorn moments, and I just love that stuff. Um, I think there's like slowly becoming motifs in here. I mean, it's hard for me to pick out, but I mean like like the whole sun and moon, and then like kind of like the past. Well, I mean, especially with like mean times coming into the fray. I mean, like there's going to be some calls back, and possibly forward. We don't know, but yeah, there's going to be some weirdness with time, as you get deeper and deeper into the threats. So until you resolve mean times, it's gonna have effect on everything that you guys do from now on. So just watch it. Um, Yeah, so a lot of things were mentioned already. All I can do is like give you guys bursting stars all around because this was so entertaining to watch as well as to help you guys run. And Witch Dice was very cooperative for messing with your stuff. So that was cool too. Yay. Wish, yeah, just to try to like, push you guys a little bit more forward with like some of the stuff that I need to include for the layers because again, trying to get used to these new rules is just like, oh, I need to do this now. Whoops, forgot. Sorry. So now I'm playing catch up, and I will be playing catch up right now as I add a stinger scene to the end of this session. I think that we enter upon a scene as we fade in, and it's dark. It's a dark and stormy night. Why not? And we see Mrs. Pemberton Potts, a younger woman, staying up wordly as her door is being banged upon. And she looks like she had been dressed in what looks like a wedding dress, or was trying on a wedding dress. And she goes over to the door to answer. And we see a shot of what looks like a wedding invitation that says the date of tomorrow. As she rushes to the door, and several people stagger in, and she says, "Where is he? Why is he not with you?" We see a younger Lord Philip Brooksmead and a Reverend Casaubon and Sir Richard stagger in, among others of this party. It's not the whole retinue of Sir Thomas Shearer Cole's expedition to this rumored haunted forest, but it is some of them. And they say to her, "We have his notes. We have his map. It's almost finished. But he did not survive." What? What do you mean? He did not survive. He always comes back from his expeditions. And we are to be married tomorrow, Lord Brookmead. Where is he? And we fade from that scene into a scene in the court of Victoria as she stentoriously issues a posthumous knight commander to Sir Thomas Shearer Cole for his service to the crown. Thus endeth our session today. I will see you all next time. You have a wonderful week. Happy gaming, and I will see you. Hopefully it's everybody.
Thanks,
guys.
thanks for running, Matt.
Thank you for running.
Fun.
Thank you.